Kathryn Lobdell, and I'm actually the counselor to cover the entire western slope. The Colorado Procurement Technical Assistance Center is headquartered out of Colorado Springs. And what we do basically is try and help businesses become government vendors. And it can be at any level. It can be within the town of Montrose or the county, state, federal, military, it doesn't matter. We are a nonprofit organization, and our funding comes from grants that we've been able to raise. We first had to raise state funding as well as including some private funders, and then it was matched through the Defense Logistics Agency. So that is our funding. That's how we're able to have 3 counselors on the front range, plus our director, and then I'm the counselor for the western slope. And I'm located in Grand Junction, but I do make it down here and to Delta and Durango and Steamboat Springs and Eagle and wherever I need to be. So it's best if we can make appointments. A lot of times I also give workshops that are free. You know, all of my services are free to you. Our workshops are of no cost. We also offer in our program a bid match system. And it is a process where electronically we have a bid match system that will go out and search whatever bids are posted at the local, state, and federal levels. And so we try and match what your codes or keywords are to what those bids are online, so that hopefully they don't just come straight to your email. And it really is a great system, and it's a wonderful way for you just to learn what is the government buying, first of all, and is it what you're selling. And so that's really important, when you can pull those two together, then it really does help. We offer pretty much all of the services that you need in order to get registered at the local level, state level, federal level, as well as considering any certifications, such as HubZone certification. The HUB stands for Historically Underutilized Businesses, located in a zone that, based on the U.S. Census, shows that the numbers of people that are employed and what your salaries are below the national average. And so Montrose County is considered the hub zone. And so when you're trying to find a leverage to win some federal government contracts, it does help to have that hub zone certification designation. And then there are others that I can explain to you one-on-one, depending on whether or not you would qualify. But there are some really great opportunities out there due to the stimulus funding that is available, especially through the Department of Transportation. And so it may be possible that your type of business, whether it's a product or a service, is something that the government will buy. For example, they use environmental services. The Forest Service uses companies that can take down the trees or do the logging. They'll need custodial services, and they need supplies, just like any business needs supplies for paper and pencils and pens, that kind of thing. They buy cleaning services, and if they are remodeling, then there's of course a lot of reconstruction, and we also see we have reclamation type services, and they use those as well. So it doesn't hurt to contact me so I can at least set you up with a free bid match service. And then, if you start seeing that, yeah, guess what, they are buying what it is you are able to provide them, it may be worth going ahead and going through all the registration processes. What would I leave out? Any questions? Okay, great.
So you match to the federal and the state databases?
Yes, and the local. Our bid match service searches over 1,000 different sites internationally. And so if you want to just search for what is available, what bids are in Colorado, we'll just search Colorado. If you, are able to travel to Paris, we can search internationally for you, So we can restrict it down to the state level. We haven't really been able to restrict it to just, say, the universities or just the school districts. But, when you give me the keywords that you're looking for, it makes it pretty easy to just try and find, okay, what is it and within what area. So it's worth taking a look at. Anyone else have any questions?
Kathryn, one of the discussions I thought as far as limiting the query, I thought you could go to zip code.
Yes, you can go to zip code with federal business opportunities at the federal level, but probably not for the local and the state. And zip codes really do limit you. So it'd be better to search by county. You know, you can actually go to Federal Business Opportunities and search for, you know, Montrose County and see what they're buying, but again, it's pretty limited.
So do you have a card back there?
I do. And I have our brochures as well, the PTAC brochures back there. And I also wanted to announce that if we do have any manufacturers here, or if we have any other businesses within this county, especially that do manufacturing, we are having a manufacturing forum in Denver, and it's October 13th and 14th. And it isn't free. There are registration fees that are involved. But it may help for manufacturing companies that want to sell to the Defense Agency's supply centers. There are 3 main supply centers in Columbus, Ohio, Richmond, Virginia, and then Philadelphia. So it's possible that, you know, if you know of any machinists or anyone who can provide aerospace parts, or even, you know, tent makers, those kinds of things, those supply centers are looking for manufacturers. So that's why we're having a manufacturing forum on the 13th and 14th, so that we can help these businesses understand, okay, what is involved to try and sell to these supply centers. And it is a process, you know, and there is a lot of red tape, and yep, it's a step-by-step process. And just like anything else with your email, learning how to turn the computer on, how to, you know, pull up your email, and how to do a Google search. You know, once you start doing it over and over and over, it really does become easy.
Well, and I found out once you get into the system, you have a DUNS number and all that.
Yes.
It gets a lot easier.
It does. Right. And thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate this turnout.